And like I was saying, I'm so used to ghosts because I grew up alongside them. They really don't scare me that much anymore. So, oh God, oh Jesus Christ, oh, take the crucifix. Work, crucifix. Whew. All right, I'm just gonna leave that here, and yeah, we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave now. Back to the trailer. Hello, my dear Frankenfriends, and welcome to Spookyou, your one-stop shop for all things ghastly and ghoulish. I'm your host, Barnabus Vixen. Damn it. And, sorry. Today we're doing something a little bit different, as you can see. I'm going to be playing some Phasmophobia while hanging out, and our vivacious voiceover virtuoso is going to be off mic sending in questions that you guys have submitted. So I'm going to be answering those. We're going to bust some ghosts, and it's going to be a good time. And this is our 300 subscriber special, so welcome. Don't worry, no ghouls, geist, or ghost were harmed in the making of this video. Except for Patrick. But I mean, that's why we don't pay the interns, am I right? I mean, expendable to a fault. Anyways, I'm ready. Vivacious voiceover virtuoso, are you ready? Yeah, I'm good. Alright, great. So we're going to go ahead. I've got a mission already picked out. I think it's the Ridgeview Roadhouse. And let's go ahead and dive in, shall we? We'll go ahead and ready up here, and then we'll start.
It looks like they left in a hurry.
Well, thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that information. Talk to you next time. All right, so discover what type of ghost we're dealing with. Prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix. Got that. I really need to invest in a motion sensor because I don't have one of those. Detect a room below 50 Fahrenheit with a thermometer. That's easy. So this shouldn't be too bad of a haunt. Let's look at this layout here. Hey, Virtuoso, why don't you go ahead and read off the first question, and we'll get this started while we're waiting on the hunt. All right, let's see. Looks like Thomas the Dank Engine asks, who was your first celebrity crush? Well, Thomas, it really all depends on what you mean by celebrity. You see, when I was but a wee monstrosity, I remember very clearly hearing the tales of Frankenstein and, years later, his bride. While not necessarily celebrities, they certainly were famous. I mean, I even remember traveling halfway across the world on the back of a basson just to meet the man and his bride. And let me tell you, I was starstruck. So for me, I would say it has to be Frankenstein. Now, if we're talking celebrities like in the movies or what have you, Aubrey Plaza. Next question. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We're going to go with the hallway. So I'm going to drop that because I don't need it anymore. We can go ahead and drop this book. Let's be nice. We'll open up the closet, maybe drop that in there. Close enough. Chronopasta would like to know how often you need to shave. What an interesting question. I suppose to mammals such as yourselves who bear very little hair, that would be something that prods at your simian minds. Truthfully, I'm not quite sure. I tend to get a trim from time to time to masterfully showcase this wonderful figure of mine. But other than that, I don't need to shave. I have no use. Female Barnabuses really dig the hair. Though this one time when I was around 19 and my hair had just really started to come in, I did shave for a drag show. Just once. For a few weeks while I was playing Barbarella. But that's it. I swear. It only took a few days to grow back to this luscious fur that you all know and love today. Jeff C. Carter wants to know, is it true that you saw your mommy kissing the Grinch? Ah, very funny. Yes, I get it. He's green. I'm green. You're hilarious, Jeff. I'll let that slide since you've got a new book coming out soon. We Bleed Red and Green, 12 Chilling Tales for Christmas, will be available on Amazon for those of you that are curious. You may even remember Jeff Carter from our Frightening Night series with his story, Take One. Just like he's taking a stab at me right now. And considering that the Grinch is my cousin on my mother's side, I would sure hope that I never see them kissing. Some horrors are just too much to bear. I don't think the crucifix, we need it just yet. I mean, we're just getting started. We haven't pissed it off yet, and we've still got time. What, a minute? We found the ghost. We know where they're at. Let's go in and let's talk to them a little bit. Let's see. Barnabus Vixen here. How old are you? I know you shouldn't ask a lady that, but I'm curious. Yes. Are you here? How close are you? Yeah, Hero Erica asked, why do you and Carl go back and forth so much? What started it? Carl. Oh, Carl. Where do I even begin? First of all, he's an accountant. That right there should be reason enough not to trust him. But no, I'm better than that. I thought, why believe all the horror stories about accountants? He seems like a nice enough guy. I'll give him a shot. Wrongo. Carl is a monster. I mean, I'm a monster, but Carl is a monster. The guy is overly nice, suspicious. He always has to interject himself into conversations that have nothing to do with him. Take our Frightening Nights, for example. I'm discussing intro ideas with our director when Carl chimes in with this whole, "Excuse me, sir, but if you don't mind, I happen to have an idea that may work." I mean, come on. The nerve of this guy, am I right? Who does he think he is, that he believes that he, a lowly peon, is in any position to tell me what I should and should not say in my own intros? And don't even get me started about the break room incident of 2011. He took my pizza rolls out of the toaster oven and put them on a plate. Just helping me out, he says. You've got so much to do already and you seem stressed, he says. How dare he claim to care about my feelings? I'm not stressed. I just like my pizza rolls cooked to a perfect crisp, not taken out by some thoughtless oaf just before they've reached peak crispness. Barnabus, your blood pressure. The doctor said, yes, very well. Carl and I just don't see eye to eye on a number of things, and I'll just leave it at that. Next question. Yeah, BLover62 wants to know, why are you so handsome? Oh, well, thank you, B-Lover. What a thoughtful question. If I'm being honest, I get most of my looks from my mother. My dad was a troll, quite literally. So no love lost there. You're too kind, B-Lover. Too kind. Not a Psycho wants to know, what's your favorite way to commit murder? Murder? What a horrific topic. I love it. Now, most people think murder and they think dismemberment, right? Cut the body up, feed it to your dogs, burn the clothes, you're done. But what they fail to consider is the mess that this makes. Why go through all of this hassle when you could just transport the body somewhere else, trans-dimensionally? I'm talking drop that sack of flesh in another universe and now it's other Barnabas's problem. Why should I care about that guy? It's not like it affects me any. And before you ask, no, I have not had any multiversal bodies dumped on my lawn. Because I don't have a lawn. Barnabas here once again. I'm just curious if you're with us and you would like to say something to the... Hello? Yeah, Rachel doesn't really have a question. She just wants to let you know that she loves you. Well, Rachel, I love you too. Oh, such a sweet response. I really appreciate it. Your check is in the mail. Mark wants to know your favorite horror movie. Great question, Mark. And one that I'll have some difficulty in answering as I have quite a few favorites. If I had to categorize them and then sort them by a ranking system, I'd have to narrow it down to at least a top 10 format. It would require a bit of deliberation on my part, but I think, given enough time, it's plausible. Doable, even, for someone of my stature. Now, horror is a great genre, tremendously popular and oddly calming to me. It's definitely my favorite, and I hope that answers your question. What? Maple Horny asks, why are you so goddamn annoying? Well, Maple Horny can suck my... We've definitely got 4 here in the room. Well, maybe it is the... I can't tell. You're in here somewhere. We're going to drop that. I'm going to go back. I'm going to grab my my light, and we're going to look for some handprints. If you've touched anything, I'll know. I'm going to grab the crucifix, too, just in case Jennifer gets a little handsy.
12 seconds later.
Oh, we pissed her off. Okay, all right, back down the stairs, quietly. Oh, shit, she's following me! I'm used to ghosts because I grew up alongside them. They really don't scare me that much anymore. Back here. Okay. All right, I think we're good. I think we lost her. All right, flashlight's still going, so she's still hunting. Wait a... Oh, footsteps. Okay, all right, back here. Okay, whew. Glad that's over. Lady Spookaria wants to know if I'm getting a tattoo if we hit 1,000 subs. I'm gonna go ahead and answer that one. No. Well, there you have it, lady. There's your answer. I don't think he's gonna budge. Taco Paco wants to know if you have any siblings. Oh, prying into my personal life, eh? Can't you just let a YouTube personality have their privacy? I mean, on what planet do you think it's acceptable to start questioning me about my family life? I mean, do I slide into your DMs asking about your wife and kids? How are they, by the way? Good? Great. So let me get this straight. You're inquiring as to what my brother Andromedus is up to these days, after he was wrongfully incarcerated 1,200 years ago. Well, I'll have you know Andy is doing just fine these days, and he's got a very stable, if somewhat questionable, source of income, and he's taking care of his. Or might you be referring to Salamantha and her OnlyFans page, which, by the way, I completely support her right to do with her body what she so chooses, and I pay good money to ensure that she's got a stable income as well. Maybe it's one of the 17 other siblings that I hatched alongside and watched blossom into wonderful, beautiful adults. Jeez, the nerve of some people. Final question comes from AssButt420. And they want to know if they've seen you on Sesame Street. Alright, and now back to the trailer and we can finish this thing up. Whew, whoa, look at that activity. Alright, well, didn't get all the bonus objectives, but that's okay. That's not what we're here for. We're here to figure out what the ghost is. Let me just check this one more time just to see if Jennifer's hanging around anywhere. Alright, yeah, no, I'm done. Let's get the hell out of here. And, well, loading screen, maybe? There we go. And it was a shade. All right, well, that's going to do it for us today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me banter on and on, answering all of your questions. If you'd like to see more of this comment, please let us know in the comments below, like this video, hit us up on Twitter, whatever. And before we go, I'd like to just take a second to thank each and every one of you, you 300 beautiful people that have subscribed to the channel and said, hey, I want to listen to this guy talk. Oh, thank you so much. It means the world to us here at Spookyou. And until next time, my ghastly gang, stay spooky.